Hey, everybody, it's me, Jonathan Millard, the voice of the Vale, back with another Big Hype podcast, brought to you exclusively with Hype Energy drinks and Bravos boxing gloves. Protect yourselves at all time. And of course, please support our charity of choice, Boxers in Need. Please check them out. Links are in the bio. But my special guest today, joining me from Bristol, not a million miles away, 4-0, undefeated as a professional boxer. Please welcome Sam Bam Little.
Thank you very much.
Sam? You're all right.
Thanks for having me on. Yes, I'm all good. Nice to finally get on.
Mate, it's a sunny day. It's a nice day.
Yeah,
we're stuck indoors. What are we doing?
Pick the day for it.
I pick a day, but it's good to get it in so you can tell us all about what's happening with you. But first and foremost, the opening question: how and why did you get involved in boxing?
So it started when I was probably younger, probably through my granddad, mostly. He used to do a bit in the army and that, and my dad used to do a bit. So yeah, I just always wanted to do it. Rocky films was probably a big experience, wanted me to do it a bit more. And yeah, apart from that, that's it really. Just thought, I'll give it a go, and just always wanted to do it. Never really liked football or anything.
How old were you when you first started then, Sam?
So I must have started when I was young, probably about 10 to 13, just training, and then stopped when I turned into a teenager, as you do. And then I went back, started going again when I was about 22 probably. Started late really, into competition.
Okay. So you started. So you had that gap, and a bit of hiatus in between.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
The difference.
Just trained as a little, I didn't have no bites or anything. I had a break, went back to it.
So did you come back, and did you go straight back into the pros? Did you go straight into the pros, or did you come back as an amateur? What was the journey?
I went over to Bartnell Boxing Club with a couple of my mates. Mm-hmm. Started doing a couple of sessions, got addicted, and then just carried on from there.
The bug was bit.
Just, boxed as an amateur. Had 32 bites over there for Bartnell. And then just, I think it's when I went to go pro, when COVID hit. Bored. Sat around watching it on telly, thinking, am I ever going to box again?
Yeah.
And everyone was going pro, signing over, so I thought, I'll just sign over, let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
And signed over with a good win, first of all.
I was going to say, you signed over during COVID. That meant you could get into the gym. That means you could keep yourself fit and active.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And that was sort of probably helped, with keeping yourself busy and active and trying to keep yourself. So let's just go back to the amateur bit before we come back and have a little look at the pro side of it, because the pro side we'll come to. And yes, Mr. Goodwin, and signed with someone else. Nielsen, is it now? Yeah. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But go back to the amateurs. With you, 32 bouts, 32 fights, whatever you want to call it. How did you find the amateur style for you as a younger man? Coming from that sort of that change to then the professional side of the game.
Wow, I didn't really. I got on alright with amateurs. I didn't it was same, but as soon as I went to more the high level, the higher level of it, it was more. I was more slower and sit down on my punches more. So it's just it didn't really suit me the best. So the pro style I thought would suit me better, a bit more sit on your shots a bit more.
So
but amateurs, it was alright. I done quite well in amateurs. I come Southwest champion, belt holder, novice belt holder. I won that outright. Probably the Southwest champion about 3 times through the championships. Yeah, I went bad. I boxed the army a couple of times. Boxed for the Southwest team. Yeah, done alright really. For starting at older age, it wasn't too bad.
I was going to say that's an impressive little resume going in the
it was alright. So I did enjoy it as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I didn't really enjoy it, mate. It was just part of the mill, mate. It was all good. It's quite an impressive resume. Did you go off and travel as well? Did you go off to sunnier climates or colder climates even?
Really. No, I didn't. Just stay boxing in England.
Okay.
So yeah, I wasn't too bad.
You didn't come over the border to us? No, never. You didn't box in Wales?
Yeah, but I did actually. I boxed over there 2 or 3 times.
That's okay. I was
going
to say,
times, really, yeah.
That close, and you didn't come to our little Welsh country.
Yeah, no, it's mental. I was more up and down Exmouth way, Devon. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, because you're right on the crossroad. Bristol's a great place for. I've always thought Bristol should be a great place for fights because you've got the M4 corridor taking you to London, so you've got Swindon, Reading, Bath, if you want to call it that way as well. You've got the options to go up to Gloucester and Cheltenham and Birmingham, even up the top. You've got lots to come across to Wales and Cardiff. There's plenty of options there, and up into the valleys where I am, and then obviously down south, you've got the Devon, Cornwall, Exeter. That's it. Down that M5.
Yeah, literally like an hour in any direction you want to go there. There's a good place to go.
It's perfect
for training. But perfect. Yeah, it was good.
So turning over pro in the height of COVID, obviously there was reason behind it. It wasn't a light decision that you just decided to take because that is quite an impressive resume at amateur. So what was the thoughts behind it?
So I was literally, I think we was all training for the championships. It must have been like the elite championships and amateurs. Mm-hmm. And then obviously COVID hit, and then that just got cancelled. Everything got cancelled. There was basically no boxing again. It went silent. And then it was all going back on the telly. Like Eddie Earn and that was all doing their shows. And I thought, I take the box. I need to do some money to either sign over pro now, otherwise I may never box again. So I just thought, I'll just do it. I just literally just went for it, done it. I thought of, after I'd done it, I was thinking, did I do the right thing? But yeah, it just had to be done. I was getting older. I had no choice really.
So because you said you went back when you were 22. How old were you when you turned pro?
So I must have boxed in amateurs for about 5 years. Mm-hmm. Then obviously COVID hit for about 2 years. I must have been getting on for like 28, 29.
Okay. So coming into the game, coming into the pro a bit later.
Coming into it late, so I was thinking I need to do something now. It's now or never, really.
Okay. And obviously you were still training. You got trained, signed over with Goodwin, as you said at the beginning of the show. What's it like working with Goodwin shows and Goodwin as a promoter?
Well, it was all good. It was all right. Obviously, I knew everyone you signed with when you first start off is all ticket deals. So I thought, I'll be able to do this. It'll be all right. The same. So he obviously does shows up in London, up in York Hall. Obviously, that attracted me even more. I thought that's an amazing thing to box out of, especially for a debut. So I went out there. I got my debut. I think it was in December 21. Mm-hmm. I went out there. I fought Luke Flash. It was alright. Yeah. Sold enough tickets. Everything was saying. Made money on it. I was like, yes, this is going to be good. After that, it went a bit quiet. Then I had another fight lined up in London. Mm-hmm. I think I tried to do the tickets, and the tickets didn't go very well. So I was like, I didn't really want to be paying in to fight. And then obviously travelling at London, people didn't want to come up to travel from Bristol. And then lucky enough, Nielsen managed to get me on one of their shows through Goodwin. So I boxed on their shows up in Swindon. Yeah. I think that must have been in June 22. And I boxed them. I thought, wow, this is lovely up here. It's local, sell the tickets. Mm-hmm. This is fine. So I had a word with them. Said to Goodwin, I think it's just best for me to sign over. So it just makes more sense. He agreed. And then Mark and Cole took me on.
So you had that fight in, as you say, 22 under Goodwin on the Mark Nielsen show, the Mecca. It's a wonderful venue. It's a great venue. I've announced there a few times for Nielsen's actually. So it's a lovely venue. I do enjoy it. But then we had that little break. So obviously, while you were thinking about what was situation, and you've come back in a vengeance. You started there with April last year, 2024. And you've been quite busy since, really, haven't you?
Yeah. So after the first fight I had, and I was still on for Goodwin up in Swindon. After that, I switched trainers. I went down with Dean Lewis down in Weston.
Okay.
So it's just a bit more easier for me to train out of there. So I just went down there, and then that's when obviously the ball started rolling a bit better. Like I said, I fought in April, then in 24, went straight back out again in June. I was like, yes, this is wicked. Like, I'm boxing regularly, I could do the tickets, this is fine. Yeah. And then, I think I had a fight lined up, it must have been in September, 7th of September, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And I'd done all my medical and that. I think it must have been about 2 weeks before the fight. I'd done all the tickets. I had a phone call from the board, and they said something's come up on my brain scan. So I had to do a NOR test. Not NOR test, I can't remember what the test is called now. But yeah, I had a little shadow on the side of my head or something, so I had to do another little test. So my brain scan failed. So I'd pay £600 for this test, and then obviously it done me out of pocket a bit.
Yeah.
And obviously I had to get all the tickets back, so I couldn't do it on time. So I was a bit like in the dumps with it, really. I said, this is fucking annoying. So yeah, since then,
yeah.
Go on.
No. I was going to say, how do you? What's gone on since then? Then obviously filling in.
So I done the test, and they got back to me and they said, yeah, everything's signed. You could carry on a box.
Okay.
Got no problem with that. So I was like, oh, that's all right, it's lovely. But then by then, obviously my medicals ran out again, so I had to redo it, and then it was more of like the sponsor thing, paying for the medicals, paying for the tickets, like stuff like that. So yeah, so I just went a bit quiet really after that.
Yeah, so
it was a shock really, because like I said, I was in the gym, I was ready to go, and I'd have been out of the box September, I'd have still been going, but yeah, because of that, it set me back a bit.
It's obviously it's better to be safe than sorry in that situation.
Yeah,
obviously the board, board's looking after you in that capacity. They want to make sure that that you're not going to have an issue going down. Did they come up with an explanation as to what that was, or?
No, so they basically said it like the test was sort of like just like a memory test sort of thing. So they done the test, I passed it, and they basically said if I do another brain scan in a year's time and something changes on it, and I'll do the test again, and then they'll sort of like compare them.
Yeah. Okay.
And then to see if I'm losing my memory or anything like that, anything's going on. I take it.
Yeah. So
it's a tough one.
It's a tough one, isn't it? It's
so I had to pay for that, and then obviously I had to try and get another date to box again, start doing the ticket runs. Another thing was the sponsors. I couldn't really get the sponsors for it to help out for tickets. Obviously, I worked on bricklaying as well, so I was having days off. I need the money covered, obviously, for bills. So yeah, it's a bit of a hard situation for me.
So where are we right now?
Well, hopefully, I could try and get some big sponsors so they could help me out, and then I could get back boxing. Because I miss it. I was texting the coach now saying I miss this, I need to get back to it. But with work and everything at the moment, it just comes out.
It's a tough game, isn't it? It's a tough game.
Yeah, it is. I said it's not all fun and games. You don't just train and get to fight. The ticket selling, everything else, days off work. So you've got to have the money coming in to pay your bills. So yeah, it's just a bit annoying.
I mean, I feel your pain, to be honest with you. I can, it's a tough old game being out and trying to find money and sponsorships and trying to get people to buy into the story, buy into it as well, mate. Yeah, I get it. And but
I had the sponsors, I'd have had the medical done again already, and I'll be out every weekend if I could.
I mean, are you still signed then with Nielsen at the moment?
I'm still signed with Nielsen. I reckon they're the best about to sign with.
Yeah,
they're best for me anyway. They're the localist, so everything's good about them.
Okay, so and they're still pushing.
To really be letting them down with it, like signing over with them, only having the 2 fights, and then going quiet again.
But they're trying to support you and trying to get some sort of connections.
Yeah, they're always saying you need to get back in there, get back cheering them, get the sponsors, everything else. But it's a lot harder than you think at times.
and obviously that's your promoter, that's your management side as well. They're managing your career that side of it as well. So they're trying to help you, as I'm sure they're trying to get everything in place for you to get back into the ring. So at the moment, no fight news or anything coming forward.
No fight news, which is a bit gutting.
I can tell. I can see in your face.
Yeah, it's frustrating because I want to train, and I'm one of them. If I'm not got like a fight day or anything to train for, then I don't go to the gym, and then I get down and everything else. It's just a big spiral. Not good things.
Yeah, it's a tough old game, like we said. So so that nothing at the moment, but obviously hopeful that some things will come through. Hopefully, maybe some of the podcasts will pick you up and sort of say, well, actually, we can give it a couple of quid in one direction. That'd be great.
I was undefeated. I don't think I lost a round. I felt good. Over the pro side, I felt much better in the pros than I did as an amateur.
I was going to say your record 6. Yeah, pretty much. It I think the only one I couldn't find information on the bouts scoring was the Jake Pollard fight. Actually, that was the only one that I couldn't find on BoxRec. but I didn't.
Yeah, I think I had a clean sweep on that anyway.
Yeah, so again, and Jake's a great opponent to come up against.
Yeah, that's it. And like I said to
Mentioned a
Paul,
few
and I
times.
said, try and put me into some hard ones first of all, so I could get the ball rolling and try and get out there straight away. But yeah, without the ticket sales, it sets me back.
Yeah, but yeah, Jake's a good little cookie. He'll take you through the courses.
Yeah.
So undefeated, we're still looking to get out.
Still looking to get. I'm hoping I get active this year.
The journey's not finished yet.
No, it's not finished yet. I still feel young enough.
I'm not even. I'm useless with people's ages. I don't even try, and they ask me, and I'm going.
Well, I'm getting on. I'm 33 now. When I first signed, I thought I could get to 33, maybe fight for like a Southern Area English title. I feel I'm good enough to fight at that level.
Yeah,
and I want so. I thought by the time I'm 33, I would have got there. I could probably hang it up. But I'm 33 now, and I think I'd probably go to about 35.
But I've had a good chap on last week. I had a chap on a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying the same. He started later. He started doing. Actually, it was Rob Cunningham. If you want to go have a listen to that, talking about starting later. He feels because he started later, he's got more miles in the tank because he didn't do an awful lot. He didn't do that while he was younger.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
it means that because his body's not beaten up, it's not had the injuries that some of the younger boxers have had to deal with because their body's still changing and growing, and then they've grown into those injuries, and they have we know boxers and fighters who have had to retire early because of said injury that they had when they were 18, 19.
And overtraining and everything else.
So we still feel there's room in the tank.
Still room in the tank.
Southern Area title
ready to go.
Is up?
I think that's reachable. Southern Area English, I think, is there. I'd be able to grab my hands on one of them. I think that was the goal when I first signed over. That was the goal to try and get to that sort of level. And I've been happy with that. But now, like I said, when I've not fought in probably 6-7 months, I still feel like I still need to do something. I don't want to just leave it there.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? I've not had like that hard fight yet in the pros, like that good barnstormer of a fight or fought for a title. So I feel like there's still something to give. Right?
Big Hype Podcast, sponsored by Hype Energy Drinks.
Well, I think it's not over till it's over, is it? That's what we're saying here. It's not over until it's over, and it's just a case of we need a little bit of money in the back pocket. Listen, sponsors, come on, get in your pockets, give out, and then we can roll it forward, and we can get back into the game. And I'm, you've got Nielsen behind you. Nielsen's got fantastic shows running at the moment. They are running shows regularly, almost every month, I think, at the moment in different places. Back in Gloucester now as well. They're doing 1 or 2 in Wales. They did 1 or 2 in Wales. I don't know if they're going to do 1 or 2 in Wales, but that's potentially on the ticket. We've got a few other things to go as well.
They're busy. So like I said, hopefully I could get some sponsors, get some money behind me, get some medical done, brain scan, get back out there.
Good stuff. Yes, mate. Yeah. So we're going. So that's the ideal dream. Dream is a Southern Area, possible in English. If not a title eliminator or something. Sorry, that's me just making a big massive noise on my phone. So good, but that's good. But if it was to come to an end, what would Sam like to do next? What would you like to try and do next?
I think I'll have to give back and start coaching or something. Stay in the gym, out the little ones. Probably go back over to Barton and try coaching over there.
Okay.
And
would we see you in the amateurs, or would you try and get the pro license?
Amateur coaching, amateurs for the kids, give back, and hopefully I'm back in the ring anyway. Not too long.
I'm not trying to jinx you or anything like that. It's done. It's not done yet until it's over, like we say. But,
probably coaching or something after.
And you're obviously a bricklayer, so you're going to keep that going. You're involved in the construction industry.
Every day constantly.
There's opportunities, I'm guessing, there as well to
that's it.
move on and try and do different things. Always need houses in this country, and I need a wall built in the garden. So if you're
if anyone needs a wall built, give me a message.
I need a little retaining wall done at the top of the garden just to flatten it off the top. I keep looking at it going, we
could talk some numbers.
Good man. So good stuff, mate. So so that's the plan. And then after that, obviously, nice retirement in Spain, or stay in the UK?
Yeah, that'd be the dream, yeah. Gonna get a nice little fill over in Spain. A nice little pool around there with the dogs.
Have you got dogs at the moment?
Yeah, we've got 3 Frenchies.
Oh, nice.
But, is that taking this house?
So it's just you and the dogs, or are you partner and wife?
No, me. We've got me, the 3 dogs, got the missus, and the 2 kids.
And 2 kids as well. So you'd like to get them all over there and get out a little bit of space and let them run around.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's the reason why we do these things, isn't it, mate? That's why we do it. We do it for our children and our legacy behind that as well, mate. So good on you.
Yeah.
But I wish every success, obviously, on moving that forward. I think it is just a matter of getting the right person, the right connection, and we think we're going to be flying back into the ring.
Again. Yeah, I'll be back in there.
I think you're not far off. I think there's going to be someone listening that's going to be, we can help them out. Just a couple £100 here, there, just enough to get the license. How much is the license out of? I don't know this cost. I mean, I know what mine costs.
When I first signed over, I think the brain scan was only £300, but now it's gone up to 600.
Jeez.
So I think brain scan 600. I think doctor's like 250. Got to do your eye test, your bloods.
Yeah.
So it adds up. Altogether, it's about £1,000.
So try to raise £1,000 and get you back in there, mate. I think that's...
So last time I paid the £600, I had the brain scan, and then obviously that failed, so I had to pay another £600 for the test. So
it is you're out of pocket quite a bit already to get into the game, and that's before you even step in a ring. So, but like we said, there's a good reason for it, and it's a good thing that they do these things to make sure you're safe and healthy. And pick up anything bad or anything like that. So anyway, we have a little bit of a closing tradition. We ask you short, sweet, quick questions. So it's going to be either or. And you can tell me whichever one you want to go with. It's entirely up to you. Are we Southpaw or Orthodox?
Southpaw.
Which one do you prefer, Southpaw or Orthodox?
Southpaw.
Difficult. Good. Body shots or head shots?
Oh, body shots.
Train alone or with a partner?
I prefer training like a team, so I'd push each other and I just try and be the best every time.
Okay. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Night owl.
Heavy bag or speed bag?
Heavy bag.
Underdog or favourite?
Underdog.
Okay, I knew you were going to say that. I don't know why. In the gym or outdoors?
In the gym.
In the gym. Short and powerful or long and technical punches?
Ooh, long and technical.
Fight dirty, fight clean. Loud crowd or quiet atmosphere? Bear in mind you went through the COVID thing, so which one do you prefer?
Light crowd.
Of course. It brings the energy, doesn't it? Brings that crowd. Yeah. Quick knockout or a strategic win?
Quick knockout. Don't get paid for overtime.
Don't get paid. And all of yours has gone the distance, so we need a few more of those. We need a few more knockouts.
No. I think there's a couple more rounds in them. I don't think they would have went the distance.
Those 8 and 10s, we're looking at 10s next. That's the next step up. Hypothetical question. AJ, Fury, who wins?
Who wins it? Fury.
Fury?
Box his head off. Yeah, box his head off.
I can't even judge it anymore. I've done this. I've done this now. This is like
I've always said 5. Fury from day one. I've always said Fury, so I stuck with my guns.
We've done nearly 40 episodes on nearly 40 episodes, and every time I think AJ, but then I think, oh no, actually Fury. And that's And over that, we've had the Dubois fight, we've had the Usyk fight, we've had a few others that are sort of, you kind of like, I don't even know which way it would go. Still don't know which way. The only thing I know is the fans get what they want, which, would be a good thing.
They need to get it on no matter what.
Absolutely. Get it signed. Get it done. Get it done. Yeah. Wembley, Millennium Stadium, somewhere big, nice, lots of people.
Some money to be made.
Tottenham again. Let's do Tottenham. I'm a Tottenham fan, so we'll do it in Tottenham. That's fine. Anything, mate. Anyway, let's just get it signed, get it done, and get it dusted, and let's get it on, because it'll be a great summer fight. I think this, maybe obviously not this summer, but next summer.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be a great fight to have. There you are.
Look forward to that.
Sam, how do people contact you? How do they get involved with you? How can they sponsor you?
Yes, follow me on Instagram, Sam Bam Little, on Facebook, Sam Little. I'm only on Instagram and Facebook, mostly Instagram. And yeah, I'm looking for sponsors, so if you're interested, drop me a DM.
Get involved. Just a couple of quid here, there, and everywhere will all help.
Get me back in that boxing ring.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah. I wish you every success, and I'll be watching.
Thanks for having me on as well.
No, mate, it's been my pleasure, and we look forward to seeing what comes in the future. And I'll be watching the game, and we'll see where we can take it. Because I'd like to see you back in that ring soon. And I'd like to be announcing you as well on one of those shows as well, Nielsen. So that would be awesome as well. So, but. Until then, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Bam Little.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening to the Big Hype Podcast. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and really, I just want to ask you personally, if you could just send this on to a friend. Send it in their text, to their socials, to WhatsApp, whatever. However you get it to them, just get it to them. I'm sure they'll appreciate it, and I certainly will appreciate it. So thanks again for listening to the Big Hype Podcast, and thank you again for sending and sharing.